What's up? This is just a quick video comparing 4 different docking stations that I tried out using with my MacBook Pro 2026, and I'm keeping the Caldigit TS4 18-port Thunderbolt 4 dock right here because it has the best feel, robust build. The connections are plentiful, and you can mount it either in this vertical position or pop in these rubber feet along the top and bottom to lay it like this, which is what I am using it as, because I have these Apple brand Thunderbolt 2 to Thunderbolt 3 adapters, and that will allow them to lay on a more flat surface once this is all cleaned up here. But I'll start with the first unit I purchased, and it's this Anker Prime TB5 docking station 14-in-1. And I liked Anker from other products, so I thought it was a good option to try, but two problems happened. Because it's the only unit out of the 4 that has a 2-prong connection, this unit was giving me some type of interference when I had an RCA connection from my Mac Pro going into a little audio mixer, and all the other 3 units that had a 3-prong power source had no problem with that. So that was the first problem. But the second problem was that this does not pick up the audio interface that runs through the Thunderbolt 2 to Thunderbolt 3 adapter. I have a Universal Audio Apollo Twin, and all of these 3 other units have no problem picking up the audio interface being there. When I plug it in from here into the Anker, it just does not pick it up at all. So that was a deal breaker on using this unit. So the next one I bought was the Amazon Basics Thunderbolt 4 Pro docking station, and it works perfectly as I had wanted, using the Thunderbolt connection adapter. The Apollo Twin audio interface was picked up by here, no problems. The only problem I had, which is not necessarily because of this unit, was when running the HDMI output from here into a video mixer, or not video, a video switcher for my monitor, because I want to be able to either look at my PS4, my MacBook Pro 2026, or my Mac Pro 2013, having the HDMI out from the MacBook Pro 2026, this would blink every couple of minutes. It would just be like a fast off and on. And I read online and Googled some stuff. It said maybe the DisplayPort would be the better option to use for the MacBook Pro 2026 output. So that led me to trying out these units. This is UGREEN Revodok Max 13-in-1 Thunderbolt 4 docking station. And then, like I said, the one I'm keeping, the Caldigit TS4 18-port Thunderbolt 4 dock. And everything works as it equally on both of them. The DisplayPort output worked fine when connected to the switcher. Obviously the switcher has to have a DisplayPort switcher inputs in it. So now I have no problem with switching video signals between the MacBook Pro 2026, the Mac Pro 2013, or the PS4. All the signals were good. The only thing that separated these two, I'd say, was the construction, because this is like a very robust metallic build. This is a plastic body. It's a little lighter, and the barrel connector on here, the diameter of it is smaller than the barrel connector on the Caldigit. So that's why I went with the Caldigit. That's one of the reasons I went with the Caldigit over the UGREEN, so that you have the barrel connector is better here. You have more USB inputs on the Caldigit, and I also liked that the Caldigit was the only one that did not have a power button on it. And I like that because it means the dock goes off when I shut down the MacBook Pro, which is how I want it to work. I don't have any use for being able to turn or want to turn the dock on and off separately from the MacBook Pro for my uses at least. So that's why I went with the Caldigit. I think that pretty much sums it up. So if you have any questions, let me know. Peace.